So Halloween last night was terrific.
Really nice weather.
Breeze all night,
Perfect.
kept it cool.
It did, and it was a very dry atmosphere too in place. I mean, when you're talking relative humidities in the 30 percentile range, that's pretty low, but that's not too atypical for November. November is usually a very nice month, like you mentioned, one of the best. Also, November, a good time for baseball, right? We're looking for the Fall Classic, and the game continues tonight, the sixth game, and here's what the forecast is calling for. That's pretty nice. It looks like Florida. 73 at the first pitch, Fall Classic up in Cleveland. Partly cloudy skies, yes, looking good there. And the Van Wezel webcam looking good out over Sarasota Bay toward the Ringling Bridge. Skies were fair throughout the afternoon. Just once in a while, fair weather cumulus clouds dancing across the sky there. But all in all, a beautiful day today. A bit windy out there, breezy conditions. And Cindy Desmond sending this one in of the pink muley grass out there on the beach. It's a beautiful shot there as nice weather continues for area beaches. And that wind flow out of the east and northeast around a large area of high pressure. And this high pressure ridge will continue to dominate our weather. No big changes, at least for the next 48 hours. The high pressure pretty much centered in this direction, and it brings us that east and northeasterly wind flow. The winds are rotating around the high pressure ridge in a clockwise fashion in the northern hemisphere. On the backside of that high, a little bit of a weak trough of low pressure right here. This line of low pressure producing some showers. Some of this action will try to work its way toward our coast tomorrow afternoon. And the rain chance is less than 20% for a passing shower tomorrow afternoon. 84 degrees right now, still clear. And the dew point temperature pretty low, 57 degrees. East and northeast winds at 14. Pressure is on the rise, and the high today was above average. Pretty close to a record high today, but it didn't feel like it. And 67 was the morning low. No rainfall to report for the first day of November. Looking pretty good out there. And temperatures around the state, 79 in Pensacola, the same in Miami, 80 degrees now in Orlando, and temperatures in the low 80s to mid 80s up and down the coast. Sarasota at 84, Bradenton, you're at 84, Venice at 84 degrees, Northport at 83, and Inglewood the same. Tomorrow's forecast looks to be just pretty much like we saw today. Maybe not as windy. High temperatures into the mid to upper 80s well inland. Just a few clouds tomorrow afternoon. I mentioned those winds out of the north and northeast tonight. In the low spectrum there for the most part, we could see some higher gusts at times in the afternoon, but generally 5 to 10 mile-an-hour winds. Better news for boaters as far as seas go. Well, a storm system moving through southeastern portions of Canada tonight, bringing some snow to Quebec. And the central U.S., all is quiet there as high pressure is building in. The western United States is where the area of low pressure is starting to develop and organize, which will eventually swing a cold front our way, which will cool us off for the weekend. With all this dry air in place on the water vapor imagery, it shows this dry air staying there too. And as the front approaches, it looks like over Friday, there won't be much of a chance for rain. We'll keep a 20% chance for a few passing showers in the mix in the Western Caribbean. Just a lot of shower activity there, nothing organized at this point. I mentioned tomorrow's forecast. As I mentioned, there could be a chance for a spotty shower or two, maybe a little bit more cloudiness in the forecast. Here comes the front, and you'll notice there's not a lot of rainfall associated with it as it makes its way to the southeast, eventually passing through us on Friday afternoon, Friday evening. Well, there it is, 73 in Chicago right now, Cleveland at 76 degrees, 74 in Detroit. Temperatures much cooler over the northern plains and northern Rockies as that cooler air starts to gather there. For boaters tomorrow, not as bad. A light chop in the bays and inland water. Seas running 1 to 2 feet. The water temperature now at 76 degrees. Beaches will see a high of 85 tomorrow. Low tide upcoming, 7:59. Sunset at 6:46. The forecast tonight, mostly fair, warm, 67 for your low. Tomorrow, sunshine, not as windy. A few clouds in the afternoon. A slight chance for a passing shower late in the day. And remember to put your clock back 1 hour. We gain an hour for a great weekend as we move through time. 78 degrees on Saturday for high, Sunday at 79.